It's Martin Millefors with me from Sweden. Nice to have you.
Thank you so much.
I'm very glad.
Thank you.
What is hallo or hello in Swedish?
You say hi.
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 Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
so I
same
say
in
hi
English,
to you.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi. I'm fine.
The very interesting, this is true. I guess this is true. You came into network marketing by your girlfriend.
No.
No?
No. No, I didn't. But I met my girlfriend through
You
network
met
marketing.
her?
Yes.
Oh, I thought she brought you in.
No.
Where did you meet her?
I met her first time I met her when this was not when it was serious or something. It was at one of the VIP party at Eric Worre.
Aha.
That was the first time. But
And you are together since how many years?
it's like a little bit like 1 year.
Okay, so let me imagine this. How does this work? You work in the same system, in the same network marketing. When you both come home, do you talk about your job, or how does that?
We will. The situation is now she's living in Slovakia and I'm living in Sweden. So
Okay,
we have
but
to
you
travel abroad. Yeah.
But when you're on the phone, is it about you or about the job?
It's actually both.
It's
Yeah.
both.
But it's a great combination. So, but we have special times when we only speak about us, of course.
Okay.
Otherwise,
And has there ever been a problem like, hey, I have to have a very cool guy, I want to get into my network, and she's like, no, he's mine. Has it ever happened?
no, it never happened.
Because you don't cross each other.
No, we don't cross each other. We just support each other. So
Support. So,
Yeah.
so you say, hey, I have a good idea what to do, and she says,
absolutely. And I think she give me more support than I give her. Actually, she has a big team.
so if it wasn't your girlfriend
Yeah.
who got you in, what got you in?
What got me in? It's a friend of mine got me in, and I met him at a pub. And
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that he didn't explain to me the business at the pub. He was so professional, so he asked me, "Can we meet tomorrow?" And I said, "Of course." So we had a very professional meeting the day after, and he did this presentation for me for 3 hours, and it contains everything. But I used to work as head of marketing before, so what I understood
Okay.
quite quick was the part with the small business owners. So, and I keep asking him questions about how many companies do we have and how do we speak to companies, what do we do? And he said, I have no clue. That's up to you.
Okay.
So this is how my business started. I started speaking to small business owners, and I built a community from that. And I still do that. I love the business part.
So how long did it take that you said, okay, this is something I want to do. I want to join the network marketing, and I want to stop with everything I did before.
I did that almost directly.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I
it's
understood I never been in network marketing before,
Yeah.
but at the same time I understood this is the time to do it, and this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I took it.
So the fire was on.
Yeah. From
After
the
3
beginning.
hours?
Yeah. From the
Should it work that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it should. You make a decision, and I'm one of them that I got like 50 friends to the presentations and zero sign.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was the guy who always brought people to the presentations. Whenever there was a presentation, I had somebody, but nobody joined.
But was that the worst moment in your life? You're like, oh,
No,
I
I
know
just
this is going to be
continue.
great, and then the first thing is 50 people, nobody gives you a yes.
There was some people. I forced my mom and some other to
Okay.
join, of course. But after a while, I started meeting these business owners. And if you look in my team today, none of my friends are like the people I work with.
Okay.
I met people during the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And most of them are actually business owners from the beginning. So.
Would you say you made any big mistakes in that first
Oh
meeting?
my God.
Really?
Yeah, I've
Tell me.
made so many mistakes from the beginning. You try to speak about everything in one presentation. And after, this was back because our presentations back then was a movie you had to show. It took 30 minutes. And then I started doing my own presentation. And when I started doing my own presentation, I was looking at the people before. Because I saw, when we were watching the movie, I saw when people were like, oh, doing like this, and they didn't stay in focus. So what I did when I started doing my presentation, this is when I get better results, is that I already knew when the people in the audience, what they will react to and not react to. So I was paying attention to the audience. When they were looking this direction, I was looking at them. So, and that was the changing point.
I see. So it's a lot of experience,
Yeah,
finding
yes.
out, learning,
Yeah.
doing by doing.
Yeah, I have a lot of presentations
Yeah.
with the right people.
Who are the right people?
The right people are the people who is, the mindset is business. Yeah. I don't hope when I meet people. I don't sit with somebody, I hope that he or she will join. I sit with somebody and I explain the business, but I already know from the beginning, is this a person I want to work with? Is this someone who I can connect to?
Okay.
And I always think, okay, if it's going good, this is a person I want to be with. But at the same time, if this is not going good, is this the person I want to be with?
Okay.
You understand? It's like, it's also the other way.
The
It's
same
not-
thing that
yeah,
happened to
because-
you,
yeah,
because the first time
Exactly.
you came in contact, you were like on fire.
Exactly. Because nothing is going this direction.
Yeah.
It's always going like this. And what happens when you're down here? This is what defines you. It's not, you're not defined by how you are in the best situation. It's how you behave in the worst situations.
What people do you connect with?
I connect with people with the right mindset, with the future, who can see the future, who can see the vision. Because still, it just, even if we have good results, it's still just a vision. We are going so much further.
Is it easy to find those people, or is it like, okay, 1 out of 100?
Yeah, probably 1 out of 100.
When did you start?
I started 4.5 years ago.
Different countries, just Sweden?
I have sometimes going to different countries. It comes from Sweden, but it goes to other countries. Yeah, I have about 10, 15 leaders, something like that. So
And you
that I
stay
work with, and they have their leaders, of course.
in close contact? Like you're talking to them once in a week? Once in a
Every
month?
day.
Every day?
Yeah. Every day. I have, as soon as we have any information, we put it into different groups. We work with social media, of course, closed groups. But yeah, it's very important for the information.
So you use Facebook?
I use Facebook sometimes. I use Facebook as a group there where I connect with my leaders, and but I often use other social media like Telegram and WhatsApp and stuff because it's much quicker.
Okay.
I just speak or send a movie or something to the group.
But as you said, it's not always going higher and
No,
higher.
no.
There are also some points where it goes down.
Absolutely.
Then you have to get personal.
Yeah.
I guess you have to speak to the people to keep them motivated not to give up. What do you tell somebody who says, hey, Martin, I'm sorry, I think it's time for me to give up?
Yeah, that's the hard part. Of course it is, and I think it's depending on the person. I've been the same, of course.
Yeah, really?
Oh, come on.
How many
I
times?
think if I speak to any leader, I think they would say the same thing, that they doubted this was the right. They didn't trust themselves. I know just before I made 7 last time, it was like I didn't trust myself.
Okay.
And this is when Helena helped me. And
So
sometimes,
what-
of course, I mistrust sometimes, but it's good to have people around you. And
You
yeah.
seem so positive to me. It's hard to imagine that you say, no, I can't go on any further. What did Helena say to you?
Oh,
What button did she push?
She did the best thing ever. She asked me before, is it possible to make this many points in this 4 days? Have you ever done this before? And I said, yes. So she said, okay, so it's possible to make this many points. You've done it before, so it's not impossible. No, of course not. Okay. And then she was like quite angry at me and said, okay, you have to start trusting yourself. And she gave me like an energy boost. And after that, everything changed. You know, you attract the right person and you attract everything. If you're positive, you attract positive people. And the funny thing is, after her speak with me, the phone started calling. And it was people I met many months ago and say, you know what, I was thinking about maybe I should join. And we had meetings. And so 2 days later, I was
That sounds
president.
like some kind of fate.
Yeah.
Energy
Maybe it
that's
is.
going out.
Of course.
So you didn't call anyone, they called you?
They started
after?
calling me.
Really?
Yeah. Of course I called as well,
Yeah.
but they started. The phone started. Everything changed after that. When I changed, everything changed for me.
What does such an experience make with you? Would you say, okay, if you go through that hard phases and you go up and the impossible is possible, is this something that happened to you?
No, but I think when you go for this and you manage, this is how you grow.
Yeah.
That's the only way to grow. You get an obstacle in front of you and you go over it. This is the way you grow. If somebody else will help me do it, I will not grow. That was actually like hold me back. And I think the same with my leaders. I think the same. If somebody comes to me and says something, I have a problem or I have a challenge, I will ask them how they will solve it, not I will solve it for them. Because if I solve the problem for them, I actually stop them from growing. It's about them growing, not me. I don't need to grow from them.
But don't they say on the telephone, thanks for that tip?
Yeah, of course they do. They don't know it. Sometimes they come and afterwards and say, you know what, you give me such a great advice. I didn't do anything. You did it yourself, but they don't know.
Many people in the network marketing tell me the best thing about it is that you are free.
Yeah.
You have your own decisions. You're your own boss. The same with you?
Yes, of course. It's free, but as Eric says, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. So it's up to you to do it. And I think there's the failure for a lot of people in this industry. They don't do it. They don't do the job. They think it's easy. They think it's a quick fix, but it's not. You have to be determined, you have to have a goal, and you have to go for it. And you have to understand it's going like this. It's going to be ups and it's going to be downs. And if you know that, but you still have that goal in front of you, this is the people who will reach it in the end. So it's a strong mindset.
Do you have to love your job? Do you have to love other people to make that?
Yeah,
that
you have to fall in love with the company. You have to. You have to. And I did from the beginning. I loved the concept. And I understood how this will impact the world. Because every city today have the same challenges. That the center of the town is disappearing from shops. And this is a solution for that. And being part of that journey, that's just remarkable. That's once in a lifetime. So,
sounds to me that you believe this is just the beginning of something bigger.
Yes, yeah. It's much more positive now, and you can see that also in our company, the career, how it's increasing for everybody, and how even the lower career are getting better and better leaders in the low career. So
really,
yeah, they are. They have the right mindset from the beginning, and I think this is also because we have great leaders all around the world in the company.
What was the best event, the best seminar you've been to, where you say, oh, this is something I learned a lot at?
I would say actually every event is teaching me something.
Okay.
There's always something at every, if I go to a Eric War event or if I go to this kind of events, there's always a couple of words or a couple of sentences that I use and implement in my business that improves my skills and also the people I work with skills. So I can't say there is one that's been better than the other, because I think every single one has been so good, but I take part of it and I connect the dots in the end. So I keep developing it, and I think the company does the same thing. So
I guess network marketing depends, the success of network marketing depends on the countries and the character of the people who live there. Are the Swedish people more skeptical, or are they like, no, let's try something new?
I think it's the same everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. I think if I would have answered like this. Yes, it is different in Sweden.
Yeah.
But then I meet people from all the other countries, and they say the same thing. So I said no. It's not. I think it's depending on how you present it. Nothing else.
Should someone go full-hearted and as a full-time job into that business, or is it okay just to say, I watch it from outside and make it more as a hobby, as a half-time job? What would you say?
I would say if you want to be successful, you can't do it half-time. It's not possible. You can start half-time until you have some extra income or whatever goal you have that you reach them. But in the end, you don't see any of the presidents doing this half-time. Never. You don't see it. So you have to go full in.
What is your advice for those new marketers?
I will say you have to start trust. There are free trust you need to do. First of all, trust that network marketing is the right thing for you. Because if you don't trust it, it doesn't feel good for you, you can't be successful. That's the first trust. Then you have to trust yourself. You have to start trusting this is something I can do. This is something I really can do. I'm going to get good at it. And then you have to start trusting the company. Is this the company I'm going to work with? Is this the company who's going to be stable in the future? So I will say it's about trust. It starts with trust. You have to start trusting these free trusts.
Martin, I say thank you for your time,
For
for your good advices.
Thank you.
I think we learned a lot of you in the last minutes. And I'm sure we're going to see each other next time when you're at level 8.
Yes, we will. I'm
yeah?
100% sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for being here.